Cancer, welcome back to my channel Tarot Z. I'm Z and I'm going to be doing your tarot reading, finding out what are the messages or the cards that come out in this reading for you today. So thank you so much for being here and for joining for the reading. So let's begin. Let's find out what cards come out and what messages come through. So the first card we have is the Four of Cups. We have some water sign energy, could be dealing with another Cancer, a Pisces, or even a Scorpio. We have the Moon and we have Pisces energy with this. And we have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So this Ace of Pentacles showing up here at the bottom of the deck. This does feel like a new beginning. I also feel that this is an opportunity as well. I do feel like it's also an opportunity to be able to have more stability and also to be able to actually experience a sense of actually solidifying something, having a sense of establishing something solid, something concrete within a connection, and also finding a place within this connection and understanding where you stand with someone and where someone else stands with you. But with this Ace of Pentacles, this feels like an offer. I do feel like also a sense of entering into what feels like getting to a place of stability in a connection. With Four of Cups showing up over here though, this does feel like an energy of being in a space of desiring more or feeling like something's missing. Do feel like with this Four of Cups, this also feels like an energy of becoming indifferent because of a sense of lacking in some kind of motivation in this connection. And I do feel like it's felt on an emotional level for someone. And with this Four of Cups, this may also feel like this person feeling a little bit rejected and being tired of that. With the Moon card showing up over here, this does feel like really deep energy as far as what someone is dealing with. And I do feel like this could be your energy. This could be that this connection has a deep influence on you. And I do feel like emotionally it was also one that is also kind of even overwhelming at times. Do you feel like with the Moon card, this also feels like an energy of fear and also the fear of the unknown, especially moving forward. So I do feel like there is a lot of there's a lot there to unpack and to also be able to work through, especially on an individual level and on your own. But I do feel like with the Moon card showing up over here, this feels like an energy of having a lot to be able to let someone in on. And I do feel like if there is anything that you're keeping from somebody, this is also something this person is feeling. This is something this person is picking up on. Because with this Four of Cups, I do feel like they feel that something's missing. And with this Eight of Pentacles, this does feel like an energy of really not being necessarily on the same page. I do feel like with the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, this does also feel like a little bit of a one-sided energy in the efforts when it comes to a connection with somebody. So I do feel like it feels like there's a lot to work through or to be able to really get through when it comes to a connection right now, especially from an emotional perspective. But with this Ace of Pentacles showing up in the at the bottom of the deck, this does feel like a breakthrough. And I do feel like there's a lot of potential that this connection holds, and being able to really get to a place where you're able to kind of get past this kind of place with someone. So I'm going to clarify these cards. We have the Tower. It's in the reverse. And we have the Three of Swords. And we have the World. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Four of Pentacles. So this Four of Pentacles, this does feel like a closed off energy. I do also feel like there's a sense of having a lot of reserve, especially with opening up. I do feel like with this Four of Pentacles, there's also a very cautious energy when it comes to really approaching the situation with someone. So I do feel like this does feel like an energy of a slow to warm up and open up kind of energy. but there seems to be a sense of being very reserved because of a cautiousness that is being put into the way in which someone's moving in this connection. Do also feel like there could be a sense of you're both not opening up, and I do feel like this is a self-protecting energy, and because of that it may be feeling like there's a guard or there's some kind of a barrier, especially emotionally, between two people. But with this tower card showing up in the reverse, this does feel like an effort to be able to kind of ensure that something does not fall apart, or that things don't get worse than what they are. So I do feel like there is a sense of being all in. I do feel like with this tower card showing up in the reverse, there's also this desire to be able to really mend something, to be able to work your way back from some kind of a setback. I do feel like with this tower card in the reverse, there's effort being made, and I do feel like there's a desire to be able to really either salvage something and stop something from going off track. With this person, I do feel like they're holding on, and I do feel like they do that despite any feelings or even any kind of concerns that they have. So this does feel like a sense of this person being all in, and I do feel like they are all into, they're quite committed to this connection. And with the Three of Swords showing up over here, though, this does feel like a bit of a disappointing energy. I do also feel like an energy of dealing with a lot, and I do feel like an energy of dealing with what may also be a little bit of a disappointment, or even feel kind of painful. I do feel like with the Three of Swords, it does feel like a bit of a heartbreak. I do feel like with the Three of Swords, though, this may also be something that is attributed to the past. And I do feel like when it comes to what you're dealing with, this person is not in on it. And I do feel like it could also feel like it is a lot to carry on by oneself. So I do feel like this connection is one that does have a lot of room for being able to grow. But I do also feel like as far as being able to open up to each other. With the World card showing up over here, this does feel like an energy of reaching a point of moving things to the next level and being able to get out of a difficult place. And I do feel like with this World card showing up over here, this also feels like an energy of being tired, of being caught up in some kind of a cycle, or going through the same motions or the same patterns that no longer serve you. This does feel like an energy of leveling up, moving on to the next thing, and being able to even connect in a new way. And I do feel like it's a more fulfilling way, and also a more sustainable way with that Ace of Pentacles. So I'm going to clarify these cards. We have calling in your soulmates. We have give your relationship a chance. And we have trust. So with this calling in your soulmate card over here, this does feel like an energy of somebody who's really holding on to faith when it comes to a connection. They are in a space where they don't want to let it go, or they're having a hard time with letting something not work out. So do you feel like this person is all in and they're quite invested? Do you also feel like there is a sense of this person doing a lot of things to ensure that this connection works out? I do feel like it is something very important to them and holds a very special place in their hearts. With the calling in your soulmate card over here, this does feel like a sense of really deeming this connection as one that's very important. It is soulmate-like for them. And I do feel that there's a sense of even being in a space where somebody's hoping and praying. And I do feel like they're holding on quite tightly and strongly at this time through any kind of difficulty or any kind of disappointments that may be coming up with this tower card showing up in the reverse. This person is holding on to your connection. Will this give your relationship a chance card showing up over here? I do feel like this could also be a desire to be able to work through things. There's a sense of wanting to be able to actually work on things. And I do feel like this person wants you to give them a chance, or to give your connection with them a chance. You could also be in that space. I do feel like with this, give your relationship a chance, it is something that is worth the fight or the effort. I do feel like with this trust card showing up over here is that one thing about this connection that you have with this person is loyalty. There's also this sense of having trust that could have been built up through any experiences that you go through with this person, and being able to actually experience seeing another side of them, a deeper side of them, or a side that would usually remain hidden. I do feel like there's a lot of trust invested in this connection as well. So with the World card showing up over here, it's quite promising. Do you feel like there's a sense of being able to work a way out of any kind of challenges in this connection? With the Ace of Pentacles, I also feel like this is about being able to have the opportunity to make things work in a connection. I do feel like with the Four of Pentacles, there's a strong sense of holding on. They don't want to let go of this connection. They don't want to lose it. I do also feel like that could be your energy as well. And I do feel like there's a lot of loyalty to your connection. And with this trust card showing up over here, there's also a lot of faith in this connection and being able to actually make it. So those are the messages I'm getting with these cards for you, Cancer. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye, Cancer.